Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
Merry Christmas, and welcome back to Madden NFL 2004 Santa's Elves franchise.
Yes, and last week, or yesterday I guess it would be, but last week, we had a squeaker. We won in a shootout over the Chicago Grizzlies 35-32.
Indeed.
And we had to kick a field goal with no time left on the clock in order to secure the win. So this week we're up against a little bit less tough team, the Pittsburgh Iron Men.
Yep.
Who are a pretty balanced team with a little bit of emphasis on defense, I guess.
Although apparently they have an excellent offensive line.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like they're probably a smash mouth team or something like that. They don't have a very good quarterback though, which is good news for you.
Yep.
So I guess we'll carry on. And of course, in the last game, I finally figured it out. But what I had to do was resort to leaning on Santa Claus's rushing capabilities. And he had over 100 yards on the ground against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that was a really overwhelming game. That was just, oh man.
Yeah, they were very tough on us, that's for sure. It was a divisional rival game too, so we have to play those guys again later in the season.
Man.
Okay, you're RecV5X2, is
Yep.
that what you are? Yeah. So here we are. Hopefully we'll have a little bit easier go of it this week. But it doesn't hurt us to play a tough game once in a while. It just shows us what we're made of.
That's a good way to think of it.
Yeah.
Stay positive.
Well, you know what, though? That was an adjustment I had to make, and I didn't figure it out until after halftime, right? And then I suddenly realized, you know what? They're being really tough on runs at all gaps on the line, except for straight ahead up the middle behind the center.
Football is in the books, so thanks for joining us this evening for what looks to be a great matchup between two solid teams as the visiting team square off against the home team.
Yep.
Welcome to the game.
Santa and his elves will be sweating bullets in this tropical 58-degree weather in Pittsburgh. Right?
Yeah, we're used to where it's always 0.
That's right. That's funny how they make it always 0 degrees there. Well, the Iron Men won the toss and they elected to receive. And it looks like that wind is blowing at a 90-degree angle to the field. So I really...
see how it plays.
And it's very tame, too, so nothing to be gained.
Yeah. But anyway, I guess we'll get the audibles set up before we get going here. And there, set your defensive audibles up, and then I'll kick it away to start the game. And so far, with the exception of the last game, you've been doing pretty well defensively this season. Up and going into that last game, you were ranked number 1 in the league. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't think we're ranked number 1 anymore. Although,
actually, you didn't slip too far. I think we slipped to like number 3 or something like that.
Their starting quarterback is out.
Yeah, that would explain maybe why they're not good at quarterback.
And the third stringer is starting over the second stringer.
Oh, how about that? Weird, eh?
Must be a preseason thing. They've got a decent running back. They do have some quick wide receivers, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think the issue will be more whether or not their quarterback can actually throw the ball to them, right? Because it looks to me like quarterback is definitely a weak spot on this team.
They have a quick right outside linebacker. Lacking in agility, though.
Well, maybe he's a pass rusher then, right? Because I think that these guys probably play like a 3-4 based defense.
And we go back to the game.
Well, shall we see?
Yep, we shall see.
Number 7 in to kick this one off.
Chicago's 3-2. I think they played Green Bay and Green Bay beat them.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Running sideways.
Yep.
From the 22-yard line.
All right.
I'm thinking you're probably going to see, at least at the beginning, a little bit of running from these guys, maybe just because of their quarterback situation. I could be wrong, but
Get set. Using motion. Cross play to the left.
tried to spin back in, but the whole team is back there.
Yeah, there's really nowhere to go out that way.
That's the thing, though, in Madden 04, they really abuse that spin move, right?
Misdirection plays and draws.
Well, they don't have anything else to break tackles with, right?
Against them.
Gets the pass off.
I think that was very tightly covered.
Yep.
Yeah, he's one of those big play guys that you always have to account for in every play. You leave him alone one time and boom, he'll burn you.
Twin tight ends.
Only one man back.
I don't think they're running on this play, though. Ooh, look at that.
Nice.
He was intent on getting to the quarterback on that play.
Timing is very important to the success of the passing game. When your defense can create consistent pressure, you set the tempo when the other team is on offense. One thing for sure, sacks and bad throws.
How good is their punter, you think?
I don't know. I guess we're about to find out.
Here's the punt.
Well, probably not bad. Looks like he hung that up there long enough anyway that they were not in any trouble covering it.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 44. Calling an audible. Handed off to the fullback.
Wow.
Read by the defensive line there, John. They knew exactly what was coming.
And knowing what they like to do out there comes from lots of film study and preparation. When you know what a team likes to call in certain situations, 3rd and long, 2nd and short, it really gives you an edge on defense.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Number 9 sends a man in motion. Pressure coming. Throwing.
Ooh, wow, nice read.
It's complete. Nice ball going to the air.
Yeah, well, I checked the deep guy real quick there, and things didn't look too good over on the right, so I figured that
You just go over on the left.
well, also in this game, it seems like that tight end route works, in my opinion, a little bit better than it does in Madden 05 as well.
Gets the call.
Oh, I almost forgot. There is no ball cover button here.
Yeah, you actually want to be careful about juking because that does increase your chances of fumbling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be better off mashing the spin move yourself.
Yeah, really, eh? I've never used any of those special, like the spin or that sideways leap, whatever that's called, or...
I just mostly use the stiff arm if I use anything.
Yeah.
Ewert barely gets enough. So he works his way past the marker for a first down.
Ooh.
And that's a face mask.
Yep.
and it was immediately called.
He got his hand on the face mask there, and it cost him.
Well, that's okay. That makes it 2nd down and 3 instead of 2nd down and 8.
Number 9 sets up. Looks like he's calling an audible. Hand it off to the fullback. So they pick up enough to convert for the first down. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to keep it on the ground.
He sees something in the defense.
I guess they're not playing a 3-4 base defense here. I thought they would, but...
Ewert. He goes down at the 18. Ewert couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running plays. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
Number 9 sees something in the defense. Tosses it left. Ewert. Pickup of about a yard on the run.
Well, they're being tough on your running game anyways.
Yeah, well, they managed to put the brakes on me
The
there.
home team line up in the quarter defense.
The quarter defense, okay.
Calling an audible. It's a sneak. He shakes the defender. This is the time.
And Santa Claus plows through the defensive backs, but just can't quite make a first down.
Yeah, I thought maybe I could, you know, since they had the quarter defense out there, but oh well.
So this field goal try will be from 27 yards out.
Ooh.
You're lucky you got that in the impact zone.
And it's up.
Yeah, that was close. Wow.
Number 7 will be kicking off.
It looks like these guys are going to play tough defense, though, right?
He got all of that. He'll choose to just down this one and start at the 20. He took a knee in the end zone and they'll start the drive at the 20. It's 1st and 10. The corners are moving up to press the receivers. Looking to run it here.
There, I'll get my hands on that play.
Yep. Yeah, you reacted pretty quickly to that one.
Lopez with a man in motion. Court. 30.
Oh, fumble.
Yeah, that was a fumble too, but they got it
It's a
back.
lucky bounce.
You always need to be awake out
That
there.
one really
You never
actually
know when
was
the
a
same
fumble.
thing is going to happen.
The defense is going to play this one very tight.
Yeah, that came out like straight clean out of his arms there.
Passing on first down. And he gets to the lane handle. Just about 7 yards on that carry.
Boy, I think they're planning on doing it on the ground too, hey?
Kind of seems that way, doesn't it?
I don't remember the last time that we played a Madden 04 game where our opponent ran more often than they passed.
Oh, face mask?
Yep.
Face mask.
Penalty marker down.
Oh, Marcus Hales. Getting a little grumpy out there.
Ooh, that'll be 15 yards, no question.
You see what he did was he grabbed it and he held on to it and he tried to bring him down with it. Now, if he would have just grabbed it and let go, it would have been a 5-yard penalty.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. Using motion. It's the toss to the left. Only a yard.
Nice job, whoever that was.
Yeah, good job by the corner
2nd and 9.
over there.
They'll play things tighter on the outside. Hand it off. Gets it.
Wow.
38-yard line. Picks up a nice
Spins right back into the middle of the defense and then bowls ahead for another 6 yards, right?
Well, that's how these things go, though, right?
Going to the left. Mitchell.
Well, managed to stop him.
That was just
Yeah, a couple of guys bounced off him, but
Yeah, they're going to try a really long field goal here.
I'm going to come out and field goal safe man. You never know with these guys, right?
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of kicker they've got, whether they can kick a field goal this long. Looks like no.
It wasn't long enough. He missed it.
He's not quite good enough. So now it's over to you.
I don't think very many kickers are that good in this game, right? Like, kicking a 54, 55-yard field goal is pretty tough.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 45. Changing the play now. This one is handed off. Room to run.
Ooh, big
Fullback
hit.
gets the call, picks
Yep.
up about 5.
Ooh,
Use you.
yeah.
Heward. He can't wrap him up. Runs over the tackle.
Look at Heward plow forward.
Heward with a nice
Yeah.
Breaking the tackles.
Well, the nice thing about this run is that, you know, like, you hit the line of scrimmage pretty quickly, right? So even if your offensive line is not all that good,
It's 1st and 10.
they don't always have to be, right?
Calling an audible now. Number 9 sends a man in motion.
Oh, look at this. They actually have a guy moving out to cover there.
Throwing on 1st down. Pressure. It's
So I'm going
right.
to... Oh!
Oh, he dropped it.
You know what? He dropped 3 passes in the last game. Remember that?
You gonna bench him now?
I think I might have to bench him because, boy, oh boy, he... Okay. Wonder why he's out there instead of Stewart anyway.
Well, you could swap their places.
Yeah, like, what's going on here? Why have I got tight end 3 out there?
Oh, Stewart is holding out.
Is he? Oh, he is. Okay.
He's holding out on his contract.
I don't have anybody to sub out then.
Wow, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, well, they didn't really make much of a big deal about it, right?
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to deal with that in between games. Because you're right, I never even noticed that either, right?
He sees something in the defense. The visiting team using motion. Dropping back, closing in, throws it.
Oh, well, so now he's going to drop one.
Well, the quarterback did his part.
Well, the quarterback did his job.
Well, it's 3rd down, so Sensi will be out there now, and he's got much better hands.
Pittsburgh comes out with 7 in the secondary.
Okay. Well,
Using motion. Under pressure. Gets rid of it.
well, he caught one. Hey.
Watch it here. This is a great call on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here. But this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that 1st down.
Changing the play now.
See, I'm 2 of 4 passing, but those 2 incomplete passes were both just clean drops, right?
Hand it off to the fullback. 4-yard pickup there by the fullback.
Well, the Iron Men are minus 5 yards passing so far.
Looks like he's changing the play. Fullback handoff. Great move to get free. Straight ahead for a gain of a couple.
Well, it looks like I can run it out to the end of the quarter here.
Yep. Yeah, these games sure go quick when you are able to run the ball a little.
Well, this is literally night and day between this and Madden 05, right?
Yep.
3-0. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second.
Yeah, I think it'll be up by then, but we just finished going through the horror that was the Super Bowl with the magicians prior to recording this Christmas football episode.
Yeah, and it was rough. It was a rough outing, that's for sure.
And no running at all.
No, I had to actually throw for 427 yards or something crazy like that.
I think it was more like 460. Because you got like 30 yards rushing.
He's able to keep his feet in bounds and make the catch on a perfectly placed pass.
There, Sensi catches the first down pass on the quick out. Oh my, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to do this. I don't know what they're doing with that linebacker, but...
Parker. Down he goes. At the 10. Rumbles ahead for a yard, maybe 2. Number 9. Get set. Looks like he's changing the play. Handed off to the back.
Nope, not much there.
Nope. And maybe a shit spot on top of that.
Yeah, maybe.
It's 3rd down, and they have a long way to go. Pressure with the throw. Is incomplete. Quarterback did a good job avoiding.
Well, you know what? If we keep making field goals and we keep holding them to 0 points, we'll win this game.
Yeah, okay.
You can take away his receiving options, forcing him to just get rid of it.
The kick is up, and so that kick is good. It's good again for the 2nd time today.
Well, I guess you have to take them when you can get them, right? These guys are actually playing pretty good defense.
Yeah, they are. Well, given that they come from Pittsburgh, though, right?
Yeah.
The home team will start this drive from the 19-yard line. Using motion. Tosses it right. And he ducks out of bounds.
Yeah, you can stiff arm and run backwards. That's fine.
3 yards on the toss play.
I don't mind that.
Let's go, come on.
A stiff arm run backwards is better than 5 yards on a toss play.
Yeah, and maybe they'll give up on the run after I kick 3 or 4 more field goals.
There you go. That's the way to think about it.
Need to do a better job knocking those guys off the line.
The corners move up to play this one tight.
Yeah, they've the first couple of times down there, these guys have really.
Closing in.
Oh, Santa Claus just scored a touchdown.
I'll
right
score
there.
for you. You don't got to worry about it this game.
Yep. Well, that's what we want, right?
We're playing the flat zones all game long so far.
Yeah.
And Santa Claus happens to play the flat zone on that side when I blitz from the other side.
And it's on its way, and the extra point is good. Number 7 comes in to kick off. Booming kick downfield. They'll choose to just down this one and start at the 20.
And now they get to start again.
And the offense
Yep.
right now ready to call their first play on this drive. Steps up into the pocket.
Yeah, now they're in trouble, right? Like if they start passing now, they're. I think that's.
Yep. Especially because Santa Claus is going to lay the hurt on that guy now.
You have to know or feel when that rush is getting to you. You have to have a time clock in your head so you can get the pass off just a beat earlier.
He actually managed to stiff arm someone there.
Good gain
Yep.
of about 7 on that play.
Yeah, and you know who had to come all the way across the field in order to make that tackle.
Ball on their own 20.
That's right. Well, you see, part of the reason why Brad Doss is such a fantastic player is because he was trained by Santa Claus, don't you know?
Wow, that was lucky too. That was almost a backward pass.
Yep. Or an interception, or who knows what else. But if they keep going to the flats like that, I mean, I've been playing mixed man flats all game long, and if they're going to keep throwing to the flats, I think I'm just going to keep playing mixed man flats.
Yep.
From the 41-yard line.
Well, you got a little bit on that one.
Yeah, I couldn't decide whether it was better to break to the outside or the inside, so I tried to break to the outside. Maybe I should have broke to the inside.
The coverage team prevents him from getting anything big.
Ooh. Well, they're minus 7 yards passing now.
Ewert. About a 2-yard gain here.
Jeez, Al can't count.
Yeah, but Al thinks you'll try for a field goal here now, too.
They need 6.
Right? With the big poof of smoke coming out of the observation box there.
Calling an audible now. Using motion. Pressure. Gets the pass off. He finds his man. The 40.
Right, in between plays on the broadcast there, you can just hear...
Perfect spiral on that.
This is a guy who can make all the throws
Yeah.
out there. He shows a nice touch in the short patterns.
Well, it's pretty funny in the practice game I was playing earlier. I can't remember what the line was said now,
Get set.
but Al says a line, and then he says, "Right, John?" And then I'm listening, waiting to hear what John says. And it's like he doesn't say anything. Right? The line got lost or something.
God.
It's like John.
Oh, man.
You know, like something went wrong and John didn't say his line and he left Al hanging.
This appears to be of the 5-yard variety.
God.
I'll tell you, these face masks are getting so big that you can start off going for a jersey and end up with a handful of face masks.
They're in field goal range.
Oh, look at that. The Pioneers won a game finally.
Nice.
Calling an audible.
Uh-oh.
Another run.
Good on you turning that one back up.
Yeah, well, I saw that guy coming unblocked, right? Almost.
Interestingly enough, though, the behavior on that guy was different. Did you notice how he hung around the outside and more acted as a contain there?
Yeah.
That's not something that you see in Madden 05. In Madden 05, he'd make a straight break for the running back.
Well, I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but
It's a difference.
yeah.
Handoff to the tailback.
Oh, I didn't quite make it.
Not feeling the field goal, huh?
Well, you know what? I'm not really kicking very well today. And I've managed to get away with it a couple of times because I was closer. But with 4th and less than 1, I think I'm going to definitely run the quarterback sneak here.
It's a sneak. Well, they kept it in the quarterback's hands.
And they picked up the first down, but you want to make sure you don't get them too banged up.
Hey, he carried the ball like 24 times in the last game and came through it just fine.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't have come through that game without him.
Yeah, basically he carried the team on his back, right?
Literally.
Looking to run it here. Lost about a yard.
Well, they're working really, really hard to keep you out of the end zone now.
Yeah, well, like I said, they get noticeably stiffer when you get inside their 20. You know, like they seem to just
Looks like he's calling an audible.
play just a little bit tougher, right?
Ewert. The back picks up about 2 on that carry. Pittsburgh comes out in their nickel package. Calling an audible now.
Oops, wrong way.
Closing in. Guns it left side.
I almost blew that
Yeah.
because it's designed to be run that way, right?
Yep.
Because I've got this guy running like a drag underneath that way, and if I send him on the deep route,
Yeah,
then-
you would have had
then-
2 guys running the drag.
yeah, the idea is this guy's supposed to run the flat underneath, right?
Yep.
Which is exactly, you know, how
And we
that
go back
went.
to the game.
Now we can put the big guys out there.
Changing the play now.
Ooh,
Great push by the defense on that.
I mean, they are
play.
stiff.
Backfield as
Yep,
soon as
they
the
are.
ball was snapped.
That's a case where
It just doesn't help them when we have the ball for the entire time because they can't move it on offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, the thing is, though, that pass play I used to make the first down too, I think I probably caught them by surprise with that because they were sort of playing a partial man defense there, right? Wow.
Big hits.
Wow.
Wow. A lot of resistance here.
Running in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
Well, you need like 1 foot across.
Yeah, I know. See if I can go around them. If I can't go through them,
Next thing you know, they have the corner blitz.
yeah.
Going to the right.
I don't think even a corner blitz can stop that play, though. It's too quick.
Ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard. And keep
It looks like he
pushing
might have been
forward.
playing his own anyways.
Putting up 6 points in the board.
Number 7 comes in for the extra point. The kick is up. And he tacks on the extra point. Another drive leads to another score. And they're really clicking now. This is going to be a very long day for this defense.
They're trying everything out there, but they can't seem to slow these guys down. The offense has a lot of work to do. Maybe it's going to be up to
I mean, I think they
defense
did a pretty good job there, but their
to
offense has
slow
to...
this offensive unit
Yeah.
down.
Well, basically, when I keep starting in their end of the field all the time,
It's easy.
it's a lot easier.
First and 10. Ball on their own 20.
And it's funny because their offense is rated higher than their defense, but they're not playing like it.
Well, I think that that injury at their starting quarterback position,
It's probably hurting them too.
yeah, to borrow a phrase, I think that injury was probably catastrophic. Right?
It's going to cost them a few games this season.
Pressure coming. Slings it to the outside.
Double covering the flats.
That was a wide receiver flat pass, eh?
Yeah.
That's the only situation in which I can get double coverage in the flats is if it's a wide receiver flat pass.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously you were playing man coverage and you had the flats there too.
That's right.
What are you doing anyway? Are you playing like man 3 flats?
Yep, man 3 flats.
Pressure with the throw.
Whoa! Wow, that looked weird.
I think that was Santa Claus laying the hit on that guy.
Yeah, well, somebody jumped up and took a wave at it and missed, and then, yeah, it came down, and then ball went straight up in the air after that collision.
Yep.
They'll line up the punt after going
Well, Santa hits pretty hard, so...
Here's the punt. Fair catch called for.
He did the right thing. Concentrated.
Well, I'm not in their half of the field this time, but I'm close enough that I might as well be, right?
Yeah, really.
You know, like I've been playing with a short field all game long, pretty much.
Number 9 sees something in the defense. Using motion.
Okay, that was an interesting adjustment.
And the wrong one.
Oh, well.
And the halfback.
They didn't give up a huge gain because of it anyways.
2nd and 7 coming up here. Ball on their own 49.
Well, they got guys moving all over the place on defense now.
Yes, they do.
Give it to the halfback.
Oh, look at this.
Oh!
Wow.
30.
What a maneuver.
10.
And that's a touchdown.
Visiting team. An incredible run to get
That's
it
about
out
the
of
longest
end zone.
run from of the season, I think. Look at this, though. It just seemed like they had this
That guy
that
shooting through the gap
linebacker,
there, yeah.
but it took him long enough to squeeze through or there. I was able to cut back, right?
Yep.
And, you know, like that's the difference, though. Look at the offensive line, the way that they block, right? You know,
Yeah, 60 can't find a offensive lineman to block, so what does he do right away? Turns up and blocks a linebacker.
that's right. See, and the reason that 70 gets that safety is because that safety's moved up to within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, too, right?
Yep.
Like, he's still only 4 yards downfield from where the line of scrimmage was on this play, right?
Yep, and then you've got your fullback there going after the safety downfield.
That's right. And that's the way it should be. It should be like fullbacks and tight ends and so on.
Back to the action on the
Being the ones who are the downfield blockers.
Being the ones who are the downfield blockers. And the offensive line, you know, like you say there, that was a perfect example where the offensive lineman was unable to find a defensive lineman to block. So he just started looking to the next level, right?
Touchdown, and this game is quickly getting out of hand.
This defense has a solid core of players. They just don't seem to be playing very well in this one.
I mean, sometimes, though, it's a bit of a luck of the draw kind of a thing, too, right?
They
But,
have to find a way to swing the momentum in their favor.
you know, like you need a little bit of luck to be able to break a run like that.
Yep.
He downs it in the end zone. The home team face an uphill battle as they begin this drive. At the 20, only one man back. They'll play things tighter on the outside.
Well, this is what we're coming out in.
Closing in with the pass. Perfect pass. Picked up about 6 yards that time.
But yeah, I think when you picked off that pass and scored a touchdown, I think that changed the way that this game was going, right? Because they were playing pretty tough on defense up until that point. And after that, they seem to have kind of softened up a little bit.
Yeah, now they're just broken.
Now it's 3rd down.
We broke them?
Yeah, I think you did. Also, this quarterback is only 1 out of 8 passing, too, right?
Yeah, he's not been doing a good job out there.
Under pressure with the pass, drops the
Just about threw another one.
He couldn't come up with the interception.
Thankfully, that was one of our players who can't catch.
Wow, that looked like it probably hurt, too.
Oh, yeah, that...
After he got rid of the ball, he got clotheslined.
Ooh. Yeah, who is that giving that? That's McKenzie there.
Yeah, you're right outside linebacker. This guy coming into this game has 8 sacks already this season.
I think he's a little shocked there. Look at his hand kind of locked in that release motion there.
Yeah.
It's like, ow, that hurt.
Yeah, it's like he'll lay on the ground and twitch for a couple of minutes first, right?
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. He signals for a fair catch.
Well, it's a team meeting in my face, so.
On their last drive, utilizing the running game to move the ball against this defense. And we'll probably see the same kind of thing here as they take over again.
One thing they want to avoid is turning it over and setting up the other guys with a chance to get some points.
Ewert. Gain of about 5.
The defense can't afford to take too many gambles by going for a pick when they should just try and knock it down. One mistake can lead to a big play for the offense.
Yeah, I think that already happened. Wow, look at that big gaping hole there.
Yeah, it looks like one of my defenses.
I was going to audible to a pass, but you know what? I'm going to try and see if I can run through that.
Looking to run it here. He can't wrap him up. Breaks free. Good job getting past the sticks on that run.
Hey, this is why you run those 2-minute drills in practice for situations like this. The only difference is this isn't the scout team defense.
Kind of looks to me like they need to get some better tackling personnel on their team.
He sees something.
Yeah, well, like you said, though, I think that it kind of broke them, too, when you made that big play on defense, right?
Dropping back, pressure coming, throwing. He hits his receiver. The 30. Johnny has great touch.
Now you say, what's his strength? What does he do best? Well, you can see it right there. It's his accuracy that puts this guy on a whole nother level.
We'll get the call again. He eclipses the 100-yard mark on that carry.
Wow.
Fifth play of this drive. Number 9 sends a man in motion. Dropping back, pressure.
Oh, you knocked it down. All right, I was going to have a wide open receiver there, and that guy jumped up and batted the pass down. Okay, where's field goal? There's field goal. See, on this play here, the reason I moved him back out here is because I noticed when I moved him to the left, nobody followed him.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured I'd move him out to this side and give him a square out audible.
And he's completely uncovered.
And he's completely uncovered, but I couldn't get it away fast enough because that guy jumped up and batted the ball down, right?
Yep.
We'll go back to the play on the field. This will be a 38-yard field goal attempt.
I think I was going to take a hit after throwing that pass, but I'm fairly sure if that guy hadn't been able to knock it down that I still would have been able to complete it.
Is good. He's rewarding his coach for the confidence.
Well, it almost looks like if we continue at this pace, we'll drop 60 on these guys.
Yep.
Yeah, they definitely seem to have had like a whiplash change, haven't they?
Yeah, because, you know, like I said, it was like 3-0 at the end of the first quarter, right?
Well, shall we take the halftime stretch here?
Yep, I think it's time.
And we're back.
Yes, and so far, a very easy game. It started off reasonable, but the Iron Men fell apart very quickly.
After that interception, yeah.
After that interception, yeah. And also the fact that their defense has been on the field almost the entire game, too, right?
You talk about protecting the ball.
Yeah, well, they're probably getting exhausted out there, right?
Come into play now as they try to put this game away.
1st and 10.
But who knows, maybe they'll start to have a bit more quickness in their step here in the second half now that they've had some time to rest.
They give it to the halfback. And he's tackled at the 31-yard line. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Well, this game has definitely been a complete about-face from the last game we played.
Handed off to the fullback.
Not that I mind you.
No.
That last game was painful.
Yeah, I have to say that I don't really mind either.
But I think this quarterback situation is absolutely crushing for them.
Yep, I think that that's a very serious matter. Especially if their starting quarterback was barely adequate.
The man in motion.
Well, and also, why the hell is their third string guy the starter now instead of the second string guy?
Drops back, closing in, gets the pass off, and he makes the grab.
Makes me think that there was some funniness in preseason.
Yeah, maybe.
Showing confidence in his quarterback or what? Rather than smashing it out on the ground, they let the quarterback decide where the ball should go. That was a nice play.
Oh, look at that. They're doing that thing again, eh?
Yep.
The last time I ran this, I think I picked up like 5 or 6 yards, so I'll do this again.
This one is handed off.
It didn't quite get as much this time because that defensive end managed to rip inside, right?
Looks like he's changing the play. Hand it off. He's on the run.
Oh, my guy running out in front of me there wasn't quite fast enough to get to that last defender, eh?
Well, that's all right. You still got a first down and a big gain for after that.
Yep. I thought I was going to get a big, like a 20-plus yard run, though, maybe. But that guy just wasn't quite fast enough to catch up and put a block on that safety. He wasn't an offensive lineman, so he couldn't just vacuum him backward 5 yards into a block, right?
Well, this is Madden 04 too, right? I guess Dyson wasn't a popular brand back then for a football jersey.
Yeah.
And this is the 7th play of this drive. The visiting team using motion. Under pressure, gets the pass off. Great pass. So they're able to pick up another first down.
And this offense is clicking. They're making the right calls at the right time.
1st and 10. Hand off to the tailback.
Uh-oh.
The home team.
I don't know. I think I'll challenge that one because I think the way that came out, it looked to me like he might have been down already.
Possibly. It was a big jumble of players anyways. It's hard to see.
So what we're looking for here is whether one of his knees hit the ground.
Yeah, his
before
ass hit the
ball came
ground.
out.
And sometimes it's hard for the official because there can be a whole bunch of bodies around the ball carrier, and he can't get a good enough view to overturn it.
I guess it stands. I guess the ball came out before his ass hit the ground.
Hey, he thought they'd missed the call, so he used his challenge.
I don't know. That was still close enough, though. It was worth challenging.
He was the guy that missed the call.
Lopez gets set.
Yeah, I always challenge fumbles in this game anyway, just because so often
32-yard line.
I end up winning those challenges, right?
It's second
Yep.
down and
Because even in this game, I don't win them as often in this game as I do in Madden 05, but still, you know, like I still probably win 2/3 of my challenges when it comes to fumbles, right?
stepping up, throwing. Incomplete pass. Did a good
I
job
think we had a
pressuring the
very
quarterback.
large pack of guys short
They
there.
do a nice job tying up the
It looked like a
blockers.
spy
It's a
was
great
short
pressure
there, and then a
opportunity.
couple of
When you
leftover
combine
man
their
coverage
play
guys
with the
from
fact that
some
the
blocking
defensive
assignments or
coordinator likes to
something.
bring additional blitzes
Yeah,
from the
well, I think
outside,
that really all that fumble
very
did
long day for the quarterback.
is it just slowed the game down a little bit and lose some yardage,
He reached the quarterback
and
for
it
the
took a
first
bunch
down.
more time off the clock. But yeah, I don't think these guys even have positive passing yardage yet in this game.
Yeah, it's been pretty rough. It's pretty
Punt
rough.
will come into this game to punt. Here's the kick. And he chooses not to return this one.
Yeah, I don't know. If I were their offensive coordinator, I think I'd give the other guy a chance.
Yeah, more than likely that would be a reasonable thing to do.
The visiting team using motion. Ewert.
Well,
Lose yardage on that tackle. Nowhere to go that
That
time.
doesn't happen very often in this game.
no, it doesn't.
This line's very
I wonder if he had a
aggressive
man
up front.
coverage
They like to
assignment
step
on the
up and use
halfback.
power moves to get
I don't
into the
know.
backfield. A lot
Maybe.
of teams think that the best way to move the ball on the ground against them is to run it right at them. Try and wear them out. Looks like they might be trying to do that same kind of thing.
Dropping back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. What a great leaping catch that one was.
Now,
Okay.
catch that ball.
Well, you know what?
That was
They
a heck of a
played
play
that
by the
properly,
receiver.
though, really. Right? They took away all the deeper options.
And
Yeah.
here's what they've been able
But you
to
know
do
how it
so
is, though,
far
right?
on
John
third
and Al
down.
love it when you
Third
throw to
down
the flats.
conversions is a keeper
Yeah.
stat.
It's their
When you
favorite
convert
place
on
to
third
see
down,
the
you
ball
keep
go
three
to.
things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
Oh, I see something over there on the left. I see.
Throwing. Off and running. The 40.
A holding penalty.
Taken down.
Yeah, I'm going to get a holding penalty. Ugh.
They declined it, though.
Oh, did they? Okay. Well, we got Fulcher, another catch. Hopefully his catching abilities will improve.
Offense couldn't get it done in the lineup to punt. Here's the punt.
And it's a high kick.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
The quarterback gets set with only one back
We'll
behind
kick
him.
the ball
Looks like they play
high.
bump and run on the outside. Man in motion.
That man coverage guy will just follow him across the formation.
Gain of about 1.
Yeah, if they're looking to get an extra blocker on the
Second
run,
and 9.
that's they're not going to get it that way if you play man coverage, right?
Well, mixed man flats, but yeah.
Schwartz, the lone setback. Closing in, throwing.
Oh, pass
What a
defense.
huge hit to cause the
That was Mr.
Jarred that ball
I think that was
right out
Mr.
of there.
Hales, wasn't it?
Only one man in the backfield.
Could be. He's been very quiet the last couple of games.
Well, they don't throw it at him very often, I think. He does jam receivers pretty good, though.
Incomplete pass.
Like, if you take a look here. There's no throwing to that guy by the time the pass rush is in the backfield.
Yep.
I guess, you know, no news is good news.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. Fair catch called for.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force a fair catch.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 37. Looks like he's calling an audible. Hands it off. The fullback picks up about 4 yards.
Yep. Well, you know what? That's the luxury of being ahead, as Al would say. Or John would say. You can just keep running the ball now.
Hand it off again. Down he goes.
Well, he met you in the gap there.
1
Yep.
yard gain by the running back.
Still managed to pick up a couple, though.
The visiting team using motion. Pressure coming. Throwing.
Go, Sensi! Oh! Come on, that's the one who can catch, too.
Oh, I saw, too, when I sent him out there that there was nobody covering him. Right?
There's no coverage on that side of the field at all.
He's completely uncovered, right?
Well, I guess that guy's supposed to be covering him, but he didn't follow him across the formation.
Yeah, like if he catches that pass, that's a touchdown, right?
Yep.
Oh, well.
So let's pick up the action.
I'd be much more upset about that if this was a close game that was in, you know, if the game was on the line, but...
7 is back to punt.
It just doesn't matter.
Well, in this particular case, it doesn't really matter that much.
Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch.
Yep, kicking it high.
Yep, that's the best way to do it.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20.
Because I think I'm netting around 35 yards-ish, right, by doing that. And that's about as good a net as you're going to get usually on a punt anyways, right? By the time they return the several yards.
Ooh, stiff arm Marquez Hales.
And that's a gain of about 8.
Forgot to grab him by the face mask that time.
Yeah, there you go. Forgot to grab him by the face mask. You know that little handy handle on his helmet?
Pressure. Rolling right. Looking downfield. Throws it.
Well, that could have ended badly.
Tough break for the offense. He just couldn't bring that pass in.
That was a pretty good throw, and the receiver was able to get.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. They must have bad receivers too, because you know, like quite a few of the incomplete passes that this quarterback has thrown have been drops too, right?
Down he goes at the 32. Schwartz showed a great burst of speed after he took the handoff on that play.
He really ran well there. He gets some great blocks, and he has patience as he picks up the first down.
Handoff to the tailback. He goes down at the
Well, they're still running because that's basically all they've got.
Well, it's, you know, not working out too bad for them, though.
Yeah. Well, they can run decently. It's just that they're so far behind now that I don't think it's going to help them.
Well, I don't think I mind, though. The more they run, the more time they use.
Perfect pass, great catch, and that'll move the chains.
Well, they actually managed to complete a pass that time.
The corners move up to play this one tight. Sixth play of this drive. Pass play here on first down. Looking for room. Just about a yard on the run.
Trying to spin, trying to make something happen.
2nd and 10.
But there was nothing there.
The defense is going to play this one very tight.
I think this is just about the furthest they've managed to move the ball.
Under pressure, throwing left. He was unable to bring that one in.
That's the type of pass that you got to be able to hang on to.
I mean, that was like a hot potato receiver trying to catch it behind him kind of thing.
That was also the halfback.
Yeah, and you
So was that also the halfback?
Yeah.
The 40. And again, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, they're getting a good push up front.
Yeah, he must have been running a route out of the backfield, like a go route or something like that.
Bump and run on the outside.
But yeah, he's definitely rushing those passes out there, right?
Hand it off to the back. Gain of 5, maybe 6 yards there. Only one man back. The defense is going to play this one very tight. Pressure coming, throwing.
Oh, look at that, he caught it.
Displayed great concentration on that reception.
Excellent concentration on that flat pass.
Yep.
See, every time you throw a flat pass, they're happy.
And we'll start the 4th quarter.
John and Al love the flat pass.
And they find themselves in scoring range. The corners move up to play this one tight.
Here come the heat. Bring the pain. Set.
Drops back, pressure, gets the pass off. This one
Well,
falls
dropped it.
complete. Looked like a sure bet for a completion, but he dropped it.
He had a tough time getting
Well,
control.
it looks like
of
they're
that
going to
one.
go
Looked
on
like the
4th
quarterback
down
did a pretty
now.
good job
4th and
throwing it.
1.
He just didn't catch it.
The home team line up.
Personally, I think they'd be better off if they ran the ball here, but I don't know, we'll see. This is not really a very good running
Looking to run it here.
formation.
Visiting team.
I don't think I would have chosen that.
No,
In
I
this
don't
type
think
of
so either.
situation, the team needs to try anything they can to get into the end zone. This time they fell short.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 28.
Because the split backs does have some running plays in it, but they're also awkward.
Yeah, it's even if you draw your own to make them better, they're still not super
Well,
great.
the thing is that the quarterback has to run a long ways before he can even execute a handoff.
Yep.
And it takes such a long time just to get the ball exchanged that you can have defenders in the backfield, you know, like before the running back even gets the ball, right?
Yep.
And they'll get the call.
And that's kind of an old-fashioned, old-timey formation now, right? Like you don't see a lot of teams using the split backs like that anymore, I don't think.
Well, I think a lot of times when they do come out in it, I think they're coming out in it to make better use of the pass protection, if anything else.
Yeah.
The defense has had difficulty.
But for the most part
stopping them
nowadays,
on
you
3rd
see a
down.
lot of single back formations and also variants of the eye. Like the offset eye seems to be still pretty popular. And oh, there, they just stopped me.
Brought down at the 38-yard line. Ewert dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up against
Yeah,
the
at least
run,
defensively in the
also
second half
giving
here,
them
they've been
speed
playing
to
with their
rush the
second
passer
wind.
when they drop
Yep.
back to pass.
Well, they're not playing badly. It's just that their offense can't do anything, right? Oh.
I don't know where that's gonna go.
That's not going to be good.
Here's the catch.
Or maybe it's going to be perfect.
Yeah,
He
okay.
signals for a fair catch.
Hey,
Well,
no
it went
reason
in the
to take a
opposite
chance
direction
and
to
risk
where
a
I was
fumble.
aiming, but
Smart
not
move
as
there,
badly
rather
as
than
I thought it would.
Defense
Yeah, and you
is going
had
to play
Santa
this one
Claus
very
out there
tight.
covering it, so.
Poke out right. Here come the heat.
He goes down at the 26-yard line. Interesting.
Tell you the
play call
truth,
there.
this guy is
The
probably
coach
going to
has
have
stayed
close to
the
100
ground
yards
and moved
rushing
the ball.
in this
This is where
game.
you need to trust the passing game to move you down the field.
Even John's like, you need to trust the passing game more.
You know what? I don't think this team can trust their passing game.
Yeah, they've been doing terribly.
Incomplete. Third down.
You know, like, even when their receivers do manage to get their hands on the ball, they can't catch it half the time, right?
Well, some of that, too, might have to do with the quarterback, because you and I have noticed that with a very poor quarterback, you get more drops than you normally would. And I don't know particularly why that is, that it's maybe like the ball is coming out and it's wobbly or something, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, we talk about putting a ball on a guy.
I mean, I don't know if it's visibly like, you know, when you throw a ball with Amos Paris and it's clearly just like wobbling back and forth and quacking out there as it heads towards the sideline.
Yeah.
That's my gap. You don't get to run up my gap.
The home team line up with two backs behind the quarterback.
Give it all you got. Eagle left.
Slings it to the outside. Right to him.
Well, he caught that one, but it didn't do him much good.
Yeah, they caught that for a loss.
To make even the toughest receptions,
He would have been better off dropping that one.
Dropping back.
One-on-one coverage on the tight end.
I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
Yeah, he started thinking about how he was going to take it back the other way and make a big play for the defense. He just forgot.
I think that was just badly thrown because that was the right coverage to throw that at, I think. Right, if you take a look here, one-on-one coverage on the tight end.
Yep.
Right? And I don't know, maybe you could have thrown it hard as a bullet and slipped it in underneath.
Where did the underneath defender come from, though, that made the play on that ball?
Oh, it's
okay.
Santa Claus. Well, actually...
okay, yeah, you know what? That one could have been a big play, because if he'd have missed that...
Yeah, Santa Claus could have got it. But, yeah, no, I think I would have thrown that hard and underneath. Instead of trying to throw it over the top like they did. I don't think that was the right decision. But maybe, again, though, right? They don't have the best quarterback out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I really do think that some of the out-of-the-box plays in this game are not particularly well designed either, right?
Oh, it's the same way for all these Madden games.
Yeah, some of them are broken and don't work. You know, like you got broken handoffs and that kind of thing.
Yep.
And,
You've even got plays that just, like, soft lock on the field. And,
yeah.
Thankfully, the defense doesn't soft lock. That way you don't end up with a Madden 25 situation where you're trying to kick a field goal or an extra point and you end up giving up a safety.
Yeah, really, eh? That was something.
God, Madden has just gone downhill since the early 2000s.
On the call. Just a punishing run by the fullback.
That's what he can do to you. You can't bring this guy down with an arm tackle. You got to swarm him. Get him from all sides, and then just take him to the ground.
Here's a look at the third down success rate of each team.
Well, I have to say, I haven't really been making much of an effort to pass the ball in this game. You know, like in situations like this, if this were a tight game, I might be attempting to pass, right?
Hand it off. You didn't have much to work with on that one.
Yeah, but you're not really in a situation where you're particularly concerned with losing or racking up points or anything now.
No, with this big of a lead, you know, like I'm satisfied to try and run on third down and 2. Like, why not?
Unable to
Right?
get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here.
Okay. Boy, the kicking game is going to be an adventure still, though. All right, that's not going to work out too badly.
He's still going to try to return it.
Oh, look at this. He's going to...
The 40.
Oh, you blew it. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, Santa Claus got him.
I totally quit on that play, though, at the beginning because I thought he was going to fair catch it, right?
Looks like they'll play bump and run on the outside.
And that's why I didn't take control of one of those two players, and of course...
The one time you didn't.
Madden 04 is notorious for that too, right? Like, those players should not have overrun the play like that. You know, like, one of them at least should have gone directly toward the punt returner.
Yeah.
But they were both running still in a straight line down the middle of the field. They weren't moving to contain him or anything, right? Which is why it needs manual control.
Well, some valuable yardage on that run through the middle.
He's got to look to make his move earlier. If he sees guys waiting there in the middle, he's got to look for the cutback lane or bounce it out, looking for a little more room to the outside.
Yeah, these guys use the near and far formations quite a bit, eh?
Yeah, that's really more of a throwback than the...
Yeah, I don't remember seeing anybody using those formations for years.
This is a situation
like for a
where they
really
just
long
have to go
time.
for it.
Yeah, this guy's like 7 of 24. He's terrible. We went from playing against the Grizzlies where the guy completed 3/4 of his passes to this, right?
Well, again, though, having their starter injured and out, that'll be what does it, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to get something going. It's just
Maybe they'd be a better team if they still had their starter.
Yeah, probably.
Like, look at their season average. Well, that's for rushing, though.
Yeah.
Sets up. Changing the play now.
We all know I give up the run. Although, oddly enough, not so much in Madden 04. I seem to stop the run pretty decently. At times, anyways.
Well, the thing is, though, in Madden 04, like I said, I like the run blocking better in that you get a lot more modest gain runs.
And replicable behavior.
And
not as many novel runs.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like you get more runs like this one, right? Where you get 3, maybe 4 yards.
Yep.
And you can kind of get into a bit of a rhythm where you're, you know, like...
3rd and 3.
You know, like establishing a run game where, you know, the majority of the plays that you run are ground, like as part of a ground attack, right?
Yep.
But in Madden 05, you don't get so many of those, I'm going to call them middling runs, because, you know, like you either lose a bunch of yards or you get a big gain, right? Like there isn't, you know, any of those 3 or 4 or 5 yard runs. They're actually not very common.
That's helped him to this total.
Whereas in most games that you watch, I think on TV, the majority of runs are going to be 3 or 4 or 5 yards. They're not going to be highlight reel defensive stops or somebody couldn't knock that down. They're not going to be highlight reel defensive stops or highlight reel long runs, like they seem to be trying to generate that kind of thing, right? In Madden 05. Whereas here, it's a little bit less spectacular, but it's a little more reliable.
Yep. Yeah, it's a much more realistic rushing game.
Again with the carry. The interior lineman, John, got off the ball very well on that play.
Yeah, and the key to stopping that kind of run is exactly that. Whoever fires off the line faster and gets better leverage is going to win those battles.
Well, I had a wide open halfback out here on the left the last time I ran this play.
Of this drive.
Come on, buddy. So let's see if I can get it to go this time. It looks like he's uncovered again.
Pressure coming.
Boy, they sure are bad about leaving him uncovered.
Yeah, he caught it this time, and that's a touchdown.
He's got 94 speed. They're not going to catch him. Man, they're terrible about that.
Yeah, well, it's the same partial man coverage thing that we discovered in Madden 05, right?
Yep.
You know, like you send a running back out of the backfield.
If they're going to leave anyone uncovered, it's either going to be the halfback or the fullback, depending on what personnel you have out there.
Yeah, and that's why I send him on motion out to the wide receiver side too, because the defense AI will select wide receivers to cover with man-to-man coverage first.
Yeah, and we tend to draft halfbacks with wide receiver
finally got the
capabilities.
touchdown. Now they're going to talk with their
Simply
Well,
because I prefer a faster running back.
Hell, in Madden 05, we turn wide receivers into halfbacks.
Yep, we sure do. If you have a speed rating of 93 or higher, you're a halfback.
Yeah, well, you know what? The previous season of the Crusaders, when Danny Jones went to the Pro Bowl as a wide receiver, well, he was actually technically playing mainly the tailback position in a full house formation, and I was using him in motion.
God.
And the defense seemed to react to him as if he were a running back and leave him uncovered most of the time, right? And that's why he was able to get over 1,000 yards receiving.
Pressure, throwing short to the right side. Loss of about 3 on the play.
What a brilliant catch. You know that guy, he has wonderful hands. He makes a great leaping catch when you need him to.
Yeah.
Third down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch
Well,
play.
he has to run the route that's called, though, right?
Defense a little extra rest.
I got through the middle there.
Yeah, well, he threw that into double coverage, too, right?
He also threw it away before I could actually get to him.
10 here. Ball on their own 32. Looks like they'll play bump and run on the outside.
Is that all you got?
Drops back.
So there you go. I found an explosive pass play.
Pass ball's incomplete.
Finally. Right?
Yep.
And as far as I could tell, if I needed to, I could audible one or both tight ends to block in that formation, and that pass play would still more or less work the same way.
Only one man in the backfield.
Oh,
Under pressure.
I went to call an audible there and I dove headfirst into the line.
4 times.
That's okay, you still got a sack anyway.
Yeah, but then those two offensive linemen, they're confused as shit.
Yeah, you created some confusion there because the guard completely lost the plot.
Yeah.
And the tackle ended up out on an island all by himself trying to take care of 2 players, right?
Wow.
Coverage along the outside.
Undefined behavior.
Yep.
The lone back. Pressure coming.
Wow.
Quarterback getting no protection out there. He's been sacked.
Nickerson's
That's,
having
Nickerson,
a big
yep.
day today.
Although I don't think I've gotten as many sacks in this game as I have in previous games.
Lines up in the backfield for the punt.
No, but then these guys also run the ball a lot more.
And they throw it away a lot.
Yeah.
This
But I'll
one
bet you
is
that
just
their running back will have more than 20 carries for sure in this game, right? Yeah, spread those linebackers out.
Give it to the halfback.
Ooh,
A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
And you get 2 yards.
yeah. Get 2 yards.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the problem here is their defense. I think the problem was they're just on the field all the time.
Yeah, well, not pass play too. I mean, that's a broken coverage thing.
Bulldog under. Hawkeye right. Row.
And I also had that one long run, but I think that was also a bit of a lucky break too, as much as anything, right?
Cowboy.
See, that's the one advantage to not using this as a shotgun, because in Madden 05 I use this as a shotgun snap, right?
Yep.
But I can run out of this formation here in Madden 04 a lot more. When I move this quarterback up under center and basically just use it as a single back formation, right?
3rd down and 3 coming up.
They got enough. Row.
Just over.
Yeah,
a
you know
minute
what?
still to go.
With a minute to play and a 37-0 lead, I think I'm just going to run the ball here. And so long as they don't call a timeout, I'll just let the clock run out.
Get the ball.
Definitely a big difference, though, because, like I said, the Grizzlies quarterback, I think his completion percentage was like 78% or something, right? You know, like he was just giving you fits all game long.
Ewers
Yep.
just squeaks by the first down marker.
Okay, well,
Nice
that's a
job
first
picking up
down.
enough to convert
I
for
should
the
be able to
first
let the clock run out.
But these guys had injured starters and things, right?
Yep.
That makes it hard.
Yeah, well, you can definitely tell there was definitely a difference in the performance of these guys' offense and the Grizzlies' offense, for sure. And these guys, their offense really contributed very little to this game.
Yeah, they might as well have not even shown up.
Yeah. In fact, they were a detriment because you actually scored a touchdown on them.
Yep.
Anyway, it looks like we're going to remain undefeated.
EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa
A
Starr,
rather
this is Al
easy
Michaels
win
saying
after...
so long.
We needed a break, though, after that last game that was so tough.
That was ridiculous, man. I can't believe we even came out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to come back from like a 3-score deficit or something in that game, too. Well, you got the shutout. And I got 177 yards rushing.
Only 186 yards passing, though.
Yeah, well, that's typical, though, right? I'm only averaging around 200 yards through the air per game so far. Because I've been able to run the ball more. Right?
Yep.
And given the choice, oh, look at that. They apparently had the ball in the red zone twice, and you didn't allow them to score.
Yeah, I think they were going on 4th down both times.
Yeah.
That makes it easier.
And still managed 119 quarterback rating, completed 2/3. That's the thing, too, right? My pass completion percentage is 10 to 15 points lower in Madden 04 than it is in Madden 05.
Yep.
Because usually I'll be up, very close to 90% in Madden 05.
Well, you get a lot more passes knocked down at the line in this game, too.
Yeah.
Like, the linemen play a more significant role in that. And I think there's even a button for linemen to reach up and knock passes down in this game, too.
Yeah. Yeah, if you wanted to figure it out, you could probably do it, too. So anyway, Heward carried the ball 37 times for 142 yards. And Robbie Barker got the ball 10 times. And they each got a touchdown. See, this is more the role that I prefer my quarterback to have. Where I might carry the ball with him 2 or 3 times in a game on short yardage or something.
Yep.
I don't want him to run the ball like 24 times like we did against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, let your running backs take the beating.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, today I was somewhat more successful at that. And we still had 3 drop passes in spite of the fact that I only threw 18 passes, right? And it looks like McKenzie, the right outside linebacker, gets a sack. And Santa Claus got 5 tackles. And a sack. And Leonard Nickerson, the scrub middle linebacker, gets 3 sacks. His career is rejuvenated by the 2-4-5. You got quite a few pass knockdowns in this game, too.
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's more than usual for Madden 04 game.
Well, again, though, it might have been because of the poor quarterback.
Yeah. And, well, our net average punting was 24.3 with a long punt of 38 yards.
Well, whatever.
But we did the job. We had no inside the 20 punts. Well, yeah, this guy was a disaster. He was 9 of 28 for 63 yards and an interception.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
And, yeah, they did. See that? They handed the ball off 23 times for 56 yards.
It's all they could do.
Yep, that's all they could do, really. And,
wow, that's a lot of
7, 8,
drops.
9. Yeah, they had 10 drop passes in this game. It kind of looked like a magician's game out there.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And yeah, their right outside linebacker had a lot of tackles. Middle linebacker, left outside linebacker. They got a few tackles for a loss, though. 6 tackles for a loss.
Yo, defensively, I don't think they did all that bad.
No, they didn't play terrible, but the thing is, they were on the field for most of the game. And they were defending in their own end of the field for most of the game, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the 40-yard punt return. Wow.
But that just kind of shows you, too, how schizophrenic Madden 04 here can be sometimes with the scoring.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And all it takes is a few ratings points difference, man. You get a weak quarterback, and suddenly even when you do get the ball to your receivers, they can't catch it, right? Because I know I've had that problem, too. Anyway, I guess that's it for another episode of the Christmas Football League. So we'll be back again tomorrow.
Indeed.
So Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll see you next time.
Have a good one.